Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Barbara Jordan.
It was at this time, it was at this place, it was at this event 16 years ago. I presented a keynote address to the Democratic National Convention. I remind you, with modesty, I remind you that that year, 1976, we won the presidency. We won it. Why not? Why not repeat that performance in 1992? We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. What we need to do, Democrats, is believe that it is possible to win. It is possible. We can do it. Now, you have heard a lot about change tonight. Every speaker here has said something about change. And I want you to talk with me for a few minutes about change. But I want you to listen to the way I have entitled my remarks. Change from what to what? From what to what? This change, which is very rhetorically oriented, this change acquires substance when each of us contemplates the public mind. What about the public mind? There appears to be a general apprehension in the country about the future. That apprehension undermines our faith in each other and our faith in ourselves. Undermines that confidence. The idea that America today will be better tomorrow has become destabilized. It has become destabilized because of the recession and the sluggishness of the economy. Jobs lost have become permanent unemployment rather than cyclical unemployment. The public mind, public policymakers are held in low regard. Mistrust abounds. In this kind of environment, it is understandable that change would become the watchword of this time. What is the catalyst which will bring about the change we are all talking about? I say that catalyst is the Democratic Party and our nominee for president. we are not strangers to change. 20 years ago, we changed the whole tone of the nation after Watergate abuses. We did that 20 years ago. We know how to change. We have been the instrument of change in the past. We know what needs to be done. We know how to do it. We know that we can impact policies which affect education, human rights, civil rights, economic and social opportunity, and the environment. These are policies which are embedded in the soul of the Democratic Party. And embedded in our soul, they will not disappear easily. We as a party will do nothing to erode our essence. We will not. But there are some things which ought to change. We need to change them. But the fact that we are going to change things should not cause any apprehension in our minds, because the Democratic Party is alive and well. It is alive and well. We will change in order to satisfy the present, in order to satisfy the future, but we will not die. We will change, but we will not die. From what to what? Why not change from a party with a reputation of tax and spend to one with a reputation of investment and growth? Change. A growth economy is a must. We can grow the economy and sustain an improved environment at the same time. When the economy is growing and we are taking care of our air and soil and water, we all prosper. And we can do all of that. When I say something like that, I certainly do not mean the thinly disguised racism and elitism, which is some kind of trickle-down economics. I will tell you the kind of economy I'm talking about. I'm talking about an economy where a young black woman or a young black man born in the 5th Ward of Houston, my town, or South Central Los Angeles, or a young person in the colonias of the lower Rio Grande Valley. I'm talking about an economy where those persons can go to a public school, learn the skills that will enable her or him to prosper. We must have an economy that does not force that migrant worker's child to miss school for a full day so that she can work at less than the minimum wage, and doing that, the family can still only afford one meal a day. That is the moral bankruptcy of trickle-down economics. Change. We can change the direction. We can change the direction of America's economic engine and become competitive again. We can make that change and become proud of the country that we are.